I realized today, especially through the sermon, we went through the book of John, chapter 11, and, talking about sin. Obviously, we're all sinners saved by grace, right? And um, I just, I need to be very, very honest about my weight loss journey, and especially recently about my weight gain journey. So, I have struggled with weight ever since college. In high school, I was very competitive. I played volleyball, basketball, swimming, mainly volleyball though, and worked out 3 times a day. And while I ate a lot, I was able to maintain, my weight because I worked out so much. And then in high school, that workout really dropped off, or in high school, sorry, in college, that weight loss really, or the working out routine really dropped off. And I started eating not healthy foods. And then in my 20s, the binge eating combined with alcohol. So going out every single night and drinking. And that combined with unhealthy eating out every single night as well, my weight really increased. So my heaviest prior to kids was 213. And then I did Weight Watchers, and lost the weight, I think around 2007, and I lost 70 pounds. Kept that off for about a year. And then in 2008, I was laid off and the economy tanked. It was tanking before then, but that's when I was laid off. And then I was working 3 jobs, 7 days a week, 3 jobs. And I fell out of working out, stopped eating right, and just really the binge eating took over again. And so I was not, I used Weight Watchers in 2007. Great system, by the way. And the weight came back. And then, and I'll share a picture of that as well. And then in 2016 is when I really decided, I stopped drink. Number one, I stopped drinking. Number two, I have not had a drop since then. And then I did do a 12-step program through Celebrate Recovery that really looked at the social aspects of the drinking, but then also the food. Because what happened is I like at night when nobody's around and my feelings are there, what numbs those feelings is food. Just constantly eat. Just eat whatever it is. So, especially with what had happened with Nate and having to go through the divorce, um, or filing, etc., the alcoholism, his alcoholism, trying to get custody of the kids, working, everything. So at night, I would eat an entire pizza myself. And then I would eat almost a whole carton of Oreos. And then I would also, whether it was like a juice or, something. So it's also drinking, not water and not alcohol, but, consuming calories through whatever I was drinking. And so, and it would just be, I just constantly did that all the time. And I wasn't working out. So my weight, my highest was 223 when I was pregnant with Hannah. And then once everything was said and done at the very, very end, I was 239. At the end of 2023, I was 239. And that was after Hannah, after both kids. And it was due to this binge eating. My friend had started a GLP-1 and I swore I would never do it. And I just thought, I need to try something. And I went and talked to my doctor, and it ended up with my blood work. I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and I was pre-diabetic. And the children had already, at this time, when I received the results, the children lost one. This is right after I found out, found out that Nathan had passed away. right after I actually had to identify his body by his tattoo. And because it was so badly decomposed. And I thought, I cannot leave these children. And I know, I mean, on top of it, this is God's temple. It is not my body, it is God's temple. And it's sin. I'm sitting there and I'm just Satan is just pushing this food inside of me. So I decided I need to get healthy. And I talked to my doctor and we decided to go ahead and explore the GLP-1 medication. And I started it in March of 2024. And by November of 2024, I had lost 84 pounds. So I'd gone from 239. Oh, actually the lowest, and I might have that calculation wrong in all reality, to be honest with you. So I was 239 was my highest. My very lowest was December 9th. I weighed myself and it was 142. And that was when we moved from Arizona to Tennessee. I was running 6 times a week. And then Sundays I would clean the house. So I did not work out those days. And I meal prepped absolutely everything. Very high protein, low carbohydrates, just because with the medication, it wasn't comfort. I didn't feel good eating carbs. And then obviously fruits and vegetables, etc. And so then it just, I think it was around September. So in November, that was my lowest. But in September, I went to the movies with the kids and they had like popcorn candy. And I decided to have some popcorn. And then I realized the medication didn't have a side effect. And I was able to eat a lot of that popcorn and some of the candy. And then so on and off until December, I indulged in these extra treats that I had not been using because I was so terrified of the side effects. And so I started off on the lowest, the lowest dose was 2.5. So I'm on Zepbound. Lowest dose was 2.5, and then the highest dose, and then I went up. I was on 2.5 for a month. I was on 5. Oh, I don't know, for a while. And then in November, I went up to 7.5, and then in January, I went up to 10. And so, but it was because what happened is, so that food noise, like this medication is phenomenal. It reduces the food noise. It takes away the anxiety. And it honestly was really supportive during my time dealing with the loss of not Nathan the alcoholic, but Nathan the man that I actually married. And so the medication, it just really helped with that food noise where I thought, oh, this is how normal people eat. Like, I should say normal people, but that's just in my thought. I thought I can eat normally. Because before I would feel hungry all the time. I would feel as though I hadn't eaten all day. And so the medication was really supportive so I could focus on other things that I'd never experienced before. It was so incredibly nice. And then after that slip up, kind of in September, that food noise really has, a couple of days after I have the shot, it does return. So again, I'm on 10 right now. I have to take my shot tonight. But prime example, last night I was sitting and editing videos and talking about my weight loss journey, and I'm eating like marble cake. And it's 1 o'clock in the morning. And I need to be truthful about that. I need to speak the truth because I weighed myself this morning and I'm 165. So, and I can tell my clothes are tight. And it's just, that's not truthful. That's not me. And while I've lost all of this weight, it's a fantastic journey. Ever since I moved to Tennessee, I have moved up. The scale has actually moved up. And yes, my sweetie.
I
You. Okay.
My underwear, so can I take off?
That's not a problem. Yeah, we're not going out anywhere. So yeah, just don't go outside in your underwear though. But you can go around the house in it. That's fine. Okay. I'm going to be in 1 minute. I'm going to be in there. Okay. Love you. Okay. Love you, sweetness.
I'll just keep waiting. Right?
So anyway, do not lock it, please. Do not lock me out. Do not lock me out. Unlock it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Leave it unlocked, please. Otherwise, I can't get in. She's looking at the trees. She's like in amazement with the trees. I need to go feed my kids. No, you leave it unlocked. Otherwise, I can't get in the house. You leave it unlocked, please. Okay. So anyway, I have to hurry up. Kids are getting hungry. And I need to start getting cleaning. Anyway, but bottom line is that I weighed myself this morning, 165. And so I moved here. So we moved here. We started the journey in December 9th. I was 142. I was doing really good for the first 5 days. Sorry, my AC just turned on and out. It's like right outside next to me and it's loud. Anyway, and so what happened is then I had a slip up and I was lazy. I was tired. Our furniture was delayed getting here by a week. We were living in a hotel while the kids were going to school. Like it was a suite that the movers paid for because it was their fault that we didn't have the furniture. But I was just exhausted. Anyway, not an excuse. But then I had pizza and then I realized I could have pizza and then I was okay. And meaning I could eat it and my stomach wasn't upset. And then the food noise came back and then the sugar cravings came back. And so then the weight just started going up and it's been continuing to go up and I'll go down about five pounds. So I'll go back up. So 165 is the heaviest. Since we've been in Tennessee and since March of 2024. And then, but typically I'm around 159 to 160 in Tennessee, which again, but that's still my lowest was 142. So it's almost 20 pounds heavier. And that's not okay. And that's not okay for me to sit and talk about this great weight loss that I've had when I'm not doing the things I need to do. And so I'm starting today. Today, I am holding myself accountable. I'm posting this and I'm hoping that others will hold me accountable. And I need to pray about it. And I need to do what I need to do to, my son is asking if he could play the Switch. Yes, he can. But what I need is, I need to be honest and honest with everybody because everybody struggles. Everybody has these struggles with food. And so, yeah. And so after church, I didn't have breakfast this morning, which typically not that I don't, but I'm just not hungry. And so I don't really eat until I am hungry. And so after church, I did have this. I tried this bar, which is why I have this in my hand. It's pretty good. 20 grams of protein, no seed oils, nothing artificial. Anyway, it's pretty good. It's vanilla. 220 calories. And then my Oura Ring does have a food tracking app in there. It's new. It's in beta mode. So I'm going to try that. And I need to start tracking my food. I need to start doing my running every single night, 30 minutes at least, or doing the beach body workout. Do something.